Alright, y'all, I got a banger of a video for you today. Today we're talking about how I accidentally smoked salvia. So this happened like my freshman, sophomore year of high school, and I had just started smoking weed on like a regular basis. I still had a pretty low tolerance at this time, but I knew what I was doing. But on this fateful day, I had just picked up weed with my girlfriend from her plug, who was kind of sketchy. I knew they dealt with other shit. I didn't really think anything of it. We bought like a fucking $40 quarter from them or something, and I split it with her. And it just looked like kind of shake, like, fan leaves, trim, kind of looked just nasty weed. But at that point, I didn't really care. Like, all the weed I was smoking was fucking garbage, 14, 15 years old, you're not getting any good shit. But that's besides the point. So I get that shit and I go hang out with my buddy Al. And he's like, yo, did you want to go into town? Like, some of the boys want to go chill at Cheeto's house. And for y'all that don't know, Cheeto is the brother of one of my buddies, and he was just always the guy you could go chill, smoke at their house, and just have a good time. So I was just like, you know what? Yeah, let's go smoke at Cheeto's house, bro. That sounds like a fucking hell of a time. I'm down. So we tried to convince his mom to fucking drive us down there, and she didn't want to, but she said she would pick us up. So we find a ride down into town, and we get over to Cheeto's house, and there's a bunch of boys there. Like, everyone's there already. We were the last to pull up. There's like 5 or 6 of us, I believe, and Cheeto's like, "Yo, who wants to come in and smoke first?" And of course, I was like, "Yo, I do." Like, me. So I go in with Cheeto. He packs up Fat Mole for himself. I take his other bong, and I just fucking sprinkle this weed into the bowl and smoke it. And I take the first hit, and I'm like, "Okay, like, this was kind of rough, kind of tasted like burning rubber, like, not what weed's supposed to taste like. Like, okay, I'll give it another try. Maybe it's just because this is like a mole bong or something. So I pack myself a fatter bowl this time, and I just fucking clear it, snap that bitch right through the bong. I cough my lungs out for like 10 seconds. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna head outside and like go grab one of the other guys to come in and smoke. Like, all right, word. So I head outside. I walk down the steps to the backyard. I'm like, yo, who else wants to go in and smoke? My buddy Al goes in with another one of my homies, and they go in and smoke. And I go to the backyard and I go sit on the picnic table. And not even 30 seconds later, I wake up and I'm laying on the fucking ground of the picnic table. Like, okay, that's a little fucking weird. Then I black out again. But this time when I'm blackout, I like am reborn in a different life. Like, I'm looking through the eyes of another baby when it's born, and then I travel, like, I live my full life again. I'm in the military, crawling through barbed wire, like, at boot camp, and that's when I come back to reality again, and my buddy's spraying me with a fucking hose. My buddy's little brother is spraying me with a little hose, fucking laughing. My friends are all in the pool just fucking like, "Oh, he's dying," like, joking around, just fucking around, saying random shit, thinking I'm just kinda greening out, and I'm just sitting there kinda, like, half seizing as I'm fucking throwing up, and they said I was making, like, a fucking moaning noise. Not moaning, but, like, groaning noise. I was like, "Okay, that's funky," but I black out again right after that, and I go through another life, and this time I grow up, and I marry, like, my high school sweetheart, we have kids, and then one night I'm driving home, and I die in a car crash, and I come back to reality after I died in that car accident. And one of my buddies that went into smoke came back out, and this time I'm like, "Dude, you're the only person's real." Like, I stand up, I'm grabbing onto him, and I just start puking my brains out again, and I end up passing out again. But every time in these trips, he was the only person that I kept seeing. In each one of these trips, he was still like a part of my life. So this time when I pass out again, all of my buddies kind of dip. It's been like 3 hours at this point, and they kind of go dip to another one of their friends' house that lives nearby. But before they do that, they kind of just lay me out on a lawn chair, and they're like, "Okay, you like just chill here." Like, they just left me there. I was unconscious. Like, they just kind of fucking left me there. And a few hours go by. This is when shit goes fucking south. So, my homie I pulled up with, Al, he never texted his mom where the fuck we were, or where or what time we were gonna get picked up. So she just panics and drives down, like, he answers his sister who was with their mom at the time. It's like, blah blah blah, we're here. They go pick him up, just fucking super pissed off, screaming, yelling at him. Then they come up to Cheeto's house and they see me fucking sprawled out in this lawn chair, pale as a motherfucker from puking for like the past 3 hours and like tripping. I was fucked, dude. Like, I don't know what that salvia trip did to my brain, but it messed me up for a while. Like, during the trip, I could not tell the difference between reality and when I was unconscious. I genuinely thought I was living those lives. Like, I could not decipher which was different, like, who I really was. If you've ever tried it, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. Very much depersonalization and huge ego death. It was not a fun experience. But that's besides the point. So my buddy's mom drives up and fucking sees me laying on the lawn chair, just pale white, and starts freaking, like wakes me up. She's like, "Are you okay? Like, what did you take? What did you do? Like, what did you do?" Just freaking out, like thinking I did some fucking hard shit, thinking I was strung out on something. Like, thought I shot up. I was like, no, 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 no. That is not what happened. Like, we kinda just tried to tell her I greened out, but we both knew that's not what happened. Honestly, I didn't know what happened that day for a very long time until I had another experience where I smoked salvia and I had almost the same exact type of experience, and I was like, "Okay, now I know what that was." And I knew it was salvia that I was smoking the second time, but besides the point again. Sorry, I'm getting off topic. But she's freaking out. We get in the car and we drive back to his house. And the whole time we're driving back, she's just fucking going off on us, like tweaking at us, man. Like, she thought we were some fucking degenerate druggies. Like, she thought we were fucking doing some whack shit. But we were not. So I'm just in the back seat, kind of trying not to laugh because I'm like, you have no idea what I had just been through. And then also just like my buddies looking back at me, also trying not to laugh because we both are just like, we don't give a fuck at this point. We're just happy to be fucking on our way home. But that was the story of how I accidentally smoked salvia. If y'all enjoyed, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.